Hey, if you're thinking that growing your audience is easy, you got something else coming out. You know, growth is never easy. And we're going to talk about that in a second. But first, my name is Jean-Serge Gagnon. I help you create digital courses so you can live your life on your terms. And I don't know if you know, but I had lost my Facebook page. And, you know, that's part of the growth of your audience. You got to grow your audience. I'm not saying you have to have a Facebook page, but you know, most times you will get a Facebook page, you'll get an Instagram account, you get a LinkedIn account, a Twitter account, maybe Snapchat. You know, there's all these different social media platforms. You're going to want to grow your audience with a list. You're going to want to have a website or a blog, and you're going to want to be posting content regularly, right? That's how you grow your audience. But there's going to be glitches. There's going to be issues, just like in nature. You see these, I don't know if I can flip the camera. I think I should be able to. Just like these little trees. See, look, I planted these little trees. These look pretty good, but there's a few of them that had issues with them. Hey, cha, how's it going? So like this one here, right here. Look at that. It's like, and this one, look, some critter came and ate some parts of the tree. This one here is like, you know, not doing too good. It's all looks like it's dying. This one here doesn't look that great either, right? But that's the thing, right? In nature, just like in real life, just like in building a business, there's things that happen. You know, you'll have critters, you'll have bugs, you'll have drought, you'll have issues with your growing your audience, right? It's going to happen. That's just what it's going to be. Hey, Anthony, thanks for watching. And you know, if you are building an audience, I'd love to hear about your problems, your questions, your things you're struggling with. Go ahead and comment, let me know. And if you're watching a replay, let me know where you're watching from. Well, if you're watching live too, of course, I'd love to know where you're watching from. But so that's the thing, you know, I planted all these trees all along here, and as you can see, there's all these weeds that are growing at the same time. I got this whole set of trees. They're all going all the way to the other end here, and they're going all the way around. And you know, that's what I did. I planted these trees, and as you can see, they're not all doing great. And in my audience growth, in your audience growth, hey, thank you very much for watching, Moshin. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much for saying that. I really appreciate that. So when you're growing your audience, this is the thing. You're going to have all sorts of problems. Like me, this pages that I lost, I can't know exactly why it happened. This is one of the problems with growing your audience online, is the social media platforms are not going to tell you exactly what happened. They're just going to say, you know, there's a policies you didn't follow, whatever. But you know, I know that I follow the policies. I'm not a spammer. I don't post things that shouldn't be there. But the problem is that when you grow your audience really fast, like what I did is I grew my audience really fast. I paid for likes, and I did things that probably I shouldn't have done, and I ended up with lots of people in my audience that probably aren't interested in this stuff that I'm posting about these days, which is course creation, you know, growing your income using digital courses, that kind of stuff. The people that aren't interested in that stuff, well, they're going to mark my posts as I don't want to see this, especially if they see a lot of them. If they see my posts, you know, in their newsfeed, they're going to be like, I don't want to see this anymore. You know, maybe they liked it before when I was doing simple online strategy, or when I was doing Bitcoin stuff even, right? Because last year, 2 years ago, I was doing, you know, cryptocurrency stuff. I'm not doing that anymore, really. I mean, I still kind of believe in it, but it doesn't matter. I'm not doing it, right? I'm not posting about that stuff. So those that like my page because of that at the time, they see this new stuff and they don't like it, so they mark it, and then it becomes how Facebook sees it as being spam. They consider anybody that says they don't want to see this, they don't like this post, they unfollow a page, or they block a page, or they consider that to be an indication that the content is spam, that the content is not good. It doesn't matter whether there's a million other people that don't think it's spam. They go by who is reporting what, and then that indicates what the page is to them, right? Because it's all computerized, right? And that's why when you get that kind of notification, that you can just what's the word? And anyways, I forget. You get to be able to say, hey, that's not true, and they have to. Some human is going to look at it, but there's so many pages, so much stuff going on that they don't even have time, so they just deleted my page. I didn't even have time to back it up or anything. But the good news is I knew this could happen, so every single time I ever posted anything, I always saved the videos. I always saved the content. I always posted elsewhere. I posted on YouTube. I posted on Instagram as well. I posted on my blog. So by doing that, I save my content. I even save it locally on my computer, right? So that if anything ever happens, I have these videos. I have these posts that I've done. I can still, continue to grow. Hey, Paul, thank you so much for watching. I keep growing, and that's what you need to do too. You need to make sure, you need to understand that growth isn't always going to be easy. It's not always easy. Just like I showed you, these little trees that are here that are having trouble growing because of bugs and critters, and because of, maybe some spots here don't have as much water from they're drier because the water doesn't stay there in the ground, or the ground is too muddy, or whatever, right? That's the same thing. When you're growing your audience, you got to realize that it's not always going to be easy. It's not always easy. It's simple. It is simple, right? It's just about, like I said, you gotta create your accounts, you gotta start creating content, you gotta engage with people, you gotta have a relationship, where you ask questions and are interested in your audience, and you gotta be posting stuff regularly, and you gotta just be doing the thing, right? It's simple, but it's not easy, because there's all these other things that happen that maybe you haven't thought about, maybe you haven't planned for. Just remember that. Remember that growth isn't always easy. And just realize that you're not in control. This is the thing, just like we're not in control of the weather, we're not in control of the critters that come eat my little trees here, you're not in control of the social media platforms where you post on. They're in control. They control your content, whether it's going to stay or not. They control whether they think it's spam or not, right? They control it. So if you build your audience and you get all upset because something happens, because Facebook does something, because Twitter does something, because Instagram does something, just remember, it's their platform. It doesn't matter whether you get upset or not. It's not going to help anything. It's not going to change. It's not going to fix it. What's important is that you realize that it's not yours, and you do things to protect yourself, just like I'm doing, posting on different platforms at the same time, saving videos locally, creating a blog page that saves the content so that even if I lose my page, it's not the end of the world, which it isn't. All right, I lost my page. I'm just going to create another page. I'm just going to keep going. I have my list. I have my email list. I have everything that I have is mine. The stuff that I don't have, that's not mine, I can't control. So just remember that. Growth isn't always easy. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you think anybody needs to hear this message, then please go ahead and share. I'm sure they'd appreciate it, and I would too. And we'll see you in the next video. Have yourself a great day.